coast, coast, squeeze to full. Bring it out. Upshift, over to the right. Lift, squeeze back in, all the way left. Firm, releasing, coast, 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 squeeze to full. Sip of coffee, relax. Lift, firm, releasing, 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 coast.
I hit a minute 20. 3, 2, 1. 2.6 seconds? 2.6 seconds? Oh my word, 2.6 seconds. That is insane. It is 8 a.m. in the Colorado Rockies. Check this out right here. We are going on a side-by-side tour before our convention starts. Look at this view. The very top of one of the mountains. This is amazing. Why don't you come with me? Good morning, it's day 2 and it's about to get real fun. First of all, let's start the day with our favorite morning sound. I get in my morning ZR1 and let's get some breakfast. And here we go. What's for breakfast today? Bacon, sausage, biscuits, ooh, white gravy, country gravy, a little bit of everything. So yesterday, we take my best track time and we review it this morning so I can go out on the track and improve what I did yesterday.
So we're looking how you're entering the corner here, just watching position. So what we're looking at is right here, okay? What happens is you come in here, and you get in too tight right here, then you can't get on the throttle until you're here. So your throttle is from here to the braking zone. But when we come a little wider out here, we try to create a longer straightaway. Now we can get on the throttle back here.
You want the wider out here?
Yep.
Okay.
See, look, I'm
So not here, I want here.
So I can't get on the throttle till here if I'm tight. If I'm wide, I can get on the throttle back here. I can get a longer straightaway and a higher speed here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Always trying to create longer straightaways. Right? If I'm on the inside here, I can't get on the throttle to here. And I'm pointing the right way. But when I'm wide up here, I'm always pointed that direction down. I can start getting on the throttle a lot sooner.
Okay.
That gets us higher top speed in our straightaway.
Great. So now that we reviewed my performance, I see that my best lap time yesterday was 1:30. The driver's time, the instructor's time, 1:20. He beat me by 10 seconds, or he's 10 seconds faster than I am. So now I have a target to hit today. I have to improve by 10 seconds. That is tremendous. But now I know the car and I know what it can take. So we're gonna try that. But before we do that, we are going to go to autocross.
Greg, recording. Drive automatic when you're ready. Let's send it. Throttle down on the straight, start looking left. Firm initial release, tuck it to the inside, out to the right. Too firm, too low. Touch the brake, plug it. Okay, touch the brake again. Let it coast, let it coast. Now push all the way down. Start looking left. Firm initial. Release, off. Okay, throttle, go. Little lift. Speed your throttle back in. Practice on the brake here. There you go. Nice work. You're going to stay for a little longer in the inside corner. Now release, off, push the throttle, all the way in, all the way down. And there you go, 34.53, nice work.
Get a cone.
Greg, recording drive automatic, and send it. Marty, looking left. Turn initial, release, 3, out to the right, little throttle. Touch brake, little throttle, touch brake, yeah, so long, left up, back and forth, cone. Now push throttle, okay. Okay, look left. Off, nice, power. Little loop, keep your power back in, firm brake, ease it off. Okay, back to power, coast in the middle, now power down. There you go, it was a good run, 34.25, that was about 3/10 of a second faster.
Not great.
Okay, Craig, when you're ready. No brakes, no firm, Craig. That's right, keep going. You're good. Okay. 35 laps of your time, a little forward your laps by about 8 times a second. You just want to boss back to that lap or whatever.
All right, I didn't hit a cone. I was a little bit faster, but there is a guy who was just a little bit quicker than I am, and I'm way too competitive to lose. That green E-Ray is faster than me this morning for our practice run. So now we're doing a track run. It's the first one of the day, and hopefully our lap times are better than they were yesterday. 25. So I improved my time by 5 seconds. A minute 30 to a minute 25. And the instructor was at a minute 20 yesterday, so I still have 5 seconds to go. Jeez. Alright, I'm getting there. I'm at a minute 23.8. I'm cutting it at every lap. Going in for lunch, and we get to do it again later today, and I'm hoping to shave 3 seconds because I'm feeling more comfortable with the car. I'm pushing it farther, I'm trusting the car more, and I don't want to say I'm taking risks. I'm not taking risks. I'm just getting better with it.
So today's video is brought to you by Whatnot. I am having an absolute blast shopping on all the auction sites. So a little crazy again on Whatnot. Pants and another pair in black. Another pair of Adidas Sambas for my daughter. I also got them in white for her, so she's gonna get some surprises today. These for my wife. Surprised her with these. They're like $170 in the store. I got myself some new gym shoes too. So a lot of them are timed auctions. I bought golf clubs, golf balls, golf hat. I bought Lululemon shirts for me. I bought back to school Adidas sneakers for my daughter. I bought myself a pair of On Cloud sneakers recently at auction. It is wild, and I'm having so much fun and getting some great deals. So I can download the app on Apple iOS and the Google Play Store. I log in, and there are live auctions going on all the time, and there's something for everybody. And to be honest with you, I am surprised at how quickly all the items arrive. Now, if you want to try Whatnot out for yourself, by scanning this QR code right here, going to the link in my description, you'll get $15 off of your first purchase. Whatnot is where it's at. Definitely go check it out. I love that sound. So the first half of the day is done, and we did our autocross competition, and they don't tell us our times. So I don't know. I wasn't the fastest in practice when they did tell us our times, and there were some guys that were a full second ahead of me. But the instructor did give me a good comment on my first run, which I know was faster than my second and third run. We're not going to find out till the awards are given, and I am wildly competitive. I mean, I win everything, and I don't know why. But track time is after lunch, and I'm pretty confident that I am going to take the fastest lap, I think. I'm feeling pretty good about that. So it is after lunch. They split the entire group into 3 groups, and my group is the faster group. So they kind of rearrange everybody as the day goes, not to change, but beep. So they rearrange the drivers from day 1, day 2, and then throughout the day. That way they're all kind of competitive in the same group. After lunch, my group still has 2 more sessions on the track, and I gotta beat that 1 minute and 23 second lap time. Cross my fingers, I hope we can do it. And I'm hoping the GoPro footage works in my car. After lunch, we have 2 more opportunities to get on the track and beat that 1 minute 20 second mark, or at least get close to it. I'm at 1:23. I'm gonna record on the GoPro. Let's see how we do. All right, so I am in the lead now. I'm gonna be the lead driver. I'm gonna be chasing the instructor now.
Hey, Kurt, you give me a thumbs up when you're ready, mate. You're good? Alright, moment. Alright, Greg, you ready? Let's go ahead. We're gonna get up into the fourth gear.
Best lap so far, minute 25. I'm slower.
Notice this apex to my right, about a car length away. Actually, the momentum's gonna work. Notice you're not in the middle. I'm gonna start to skin out that driver's window for that orange cone, and then we'll accelerate coming down to the turn. Alright, so a little bit more coasting mid-corner here for you up there, Ray. There we go. Stay happy. Let's keep our nose rolling down, and we'll accelerate out of the corner. Turn on the brake coming in. Get right here. Turn number 2. One more we to the left. And brake that gearing into right. We'll accelerate out to the left. So go ahead and slow that speed here, Greg. Let's slow that speed. We're going to get over the brake.
Minute 20. I hit a minute 20. Right there, 1:20.3. My best time, tied the instructor's casual time. I did it. Man, I wish the camera was recording because the instructor just came over to tell me how great I did. He was surprised how I was on him. This is such a thrill. I'm having so much fun. And I live for this. Like, there is nothing more that I would rather do than this right here. Forget Aruba or a European vacation. This is my vacation right here. You've been watching me stress for 3 weeks. This is me smiling. This is me happy. I love this stuff. This is it for following the instructor. Next is I lead, they follow, and keep up with me, which obviously isn't going to be a problem for them. I am so pumped that I got my instructor's time from yesterday, which again, he was driving with 2 fingers while holding a microphone. But for me, that is a huge deal. I am so happy. I am having so much fun. This is my dream. I am living my dream, and you're watching it happen. And I hope you guys are enjoying it alongside with me. The next thing is me lead, they follow. And I think we're done for the day, and they give out awards for like fastest autocross,
autocross, fastest lap time, and oh, we still have to do 0 to 60 as well. So there's still a couple more things to do.
So we are doing a real autocross racing now. Time to beat is 33.2 seconds. I'm doing 1 foot driving versus 1 foot on brake, 1 foot on gas. I am going to be using 1 foot in automatic for this run.
I'm ready to go when you are.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, if you use launch control, please don't use launch control. It's actually kind of slower to use launch control. Just roll into the throttle. Excellent run there, sir.
I feel good about that one. Next time we'll try it 1 foot automatic, no launch control. Round 2, I am not going to use launch control, but I feel like my last round was really fast. And I know that smooth is fast, so on, off, gas, brake isn't what works.
I'm ready to go when you are, sir.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you want to go?
Alright, so that one is unfortunately 1/10 slower than your best run.
1/10 slower, come on, that is like nothing. I need 1/10 faster. All right, 1 foot automatic, no launch control, and I'm actually gonna try to go slower this time, so maybe it's smoother, which is faster.
Ready to go when you are, sir.
3, 2, 1.
Here it goes. Alright, so unfortunately that was 2/10 slower than your, actually 3/10 slower than your best run. But good job, bro.
Jeez, I don't know what I could have done differently.
I thought we were near done. The brakes are great, so we go in the classroom, kind of cool down, chill out, dry the sweat off. Now we do launch control, which is 0 to 60s. I think we're just doing 0 to 60 rips. So this is incredible. All of these Corvettes sitting here. We get to do 0 to 60s in my E-Ray now.
That was before. Yeah. Alright, good. Start recording now, okay? So you go left foot, get a 100% on the brake. Yep. Take right foot, lift to the floor, then jump left foot off the brake. Yep. Alright, man, let us know. We're good again. Thanks. Wow, that's fast. How does it tell me what my speed was? That was fast. I'm good to go? Alright, yeah, you're good to go. Windows up, man. Fire when ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Real quick. Wow. 2.8 seconds. I thought the time on this was 2.9. I just did 2.8 seconds. Wow. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Wow. 2.6 seconds? 2.6 seconds? Oh my word. 2.6 seconds. That is insane. 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds.
I feel like I'm saying the same thing after every obstacle or event, but 0 to 60, easy. Smash the pedal, smash the brake, let off the pedal, go as fast as you can. Why it was 2.8 seconds versus 2.6 seconds, I have no idea what I did differently. It's the easiest thing I've done all weekend here. But 2.6 seconds, I thought this E-Ray's 0 to 60 was 2.9 seconds, like the spec. We got 2.6, maybe they not like the spec, I don't know. That was pretty great. So next is our final track where they follow me. I was determined to get a minute 20. We have already achieved a minute 20, but I was following an instructor's, basically his course. I was following his lanes. I have to do it on my own, maintain a minute 20. I want to get a minute 19. A minute 19 with no instructor for me, that is the goal. That's what we're going to do next.
All right, fastest lap.
Let's go to first and second. That's going to be what we want. A nice, smooth, continual turn coming into the corner. So as you can see, we're adding it in, so we have on clip that impact. Once we're there, we can use that track to maximize more time with that exit, because it's going to be about that half track clip right there. Okay, so Craig, giving myself here for the next few laps there, okay? Still at that speed. Let it open up just a hair, not a lot, just a hair, okay? If you get too much, it's a lot of steering input. It's harder and harder to get that back in play. Just slow it down and it'll get that car to work. Third gear to fourth gear. Remember, take your time, get that front planet, now create that reward, squeeze it back in.
Heading in. I thought we could lead. I feel like dialed in. I know I can beat my time, and we're heading in now. I thought I get to lead. I feel like I got the shift points down. I got the lines down. I need one more good run. Oh no. I'm really bummed about that. And from there, the day's over. We get awards. We see if I was the fastest at anything. Not that it even matters. I do love that certificate, though. And there's just this level of competition to me that just has to win everything. Again, no idea why. What happened to me as a child? I have no clue. So the last few laps, I really felt like I was dialed in. I could shift from third down to second, third up to fourth, and then fifth for a brief second on certain points. The straightaway I was hitting over 105, but I had to slow down because someone was in front of me. So I thought I'd get to lead and they follow. He said that's level 2, so I guess that's how they keep you coming back for more. I want more. I really felt like I just was on that course now. I knew it. I was comfortable with it. I was comfortable with the car. I just needed 1 to 2 more laps to break my 120, but 120 is where I wanted to be, and I got it.
Then we have awards for first place. So, our third place time with a 33:31. Wow. Let's hear for Scott. Our second place time with a 32:87. Let's hear it for Craig. And our top time in the blue group with a 32:81. Very close. Come on up, Mark. Nicely done, Mark. Next driver up is Craig S.
So we just ended, and I'm happy and disappointed because second fastest in the class almost made it by 0.06 seconds. That is, how fast is that? I don't even know how fast 0.06 seconds is, and I just missed it. I'm dying to know now, though, who got the fastest lap times, or what was the fastest lap time?
I heard like there, 22. I was like, there was a few people in the low 20s, I think 22, and it was, what was it? It was that blue group.
I hit 120.
You guys in the blue group, maybe that might have been it. If you got a 120, that was probably it.
Cross my fingers for certificate. I didn't feel like I had the autocross, but there was just, by the way the instructor said something in my first lap, I felt like I had it. 0.06 seconds, that's like a blink of an eye, is it? I don't even know. But the fastest lap time to beat was 123, I got 120. And then I just knew it's gonna kill me till I come back, that I could have broke 120. I just actually left the class and 2 instructors came out and pulled me aside and said, hey Craig, we'd love to recommend you for level 2. So I don't even have to go to level 1. So it goes from Corvette school to level 1 to level 2. They said I could bypass level 1 and jump right into level 2 and I'd fit right in, which that's a humble brag. I feel really proud of that. I felt great in the car. I felt so comfortable on my last laps. This was just absolute dream. I love my job. I love that I get to do this stuff. I love that I get to hang out with you. Now, my flight to Denver was delayed. We're going to Denver from Vegas because the NIADA convention is happening starting tomorrow. We're going four-wheeling in the Rockies tomorrow. My flight was delayed. We're going to Vegas. I'm going to have a little bit of time before my midnight flight. So let's head back to Vegas in my Toro. Love that sound. Before I head to Vegas, I guess I thought I'd show you this. This is their pro shop. So
Instead of a golf pro shop, this is the race car pro shop. They have race cars and simulators that are free for you to use, drinks, and even office spaces. So I am going to transfer some files in here because I have a lot of time to kill before my flight. So check this out. The other night when we were driving here from Las Vegas, I had mentioned we're driving through a valley of like mountains, and you just have no idea because it's the middle of the night, but this is what was surrounding us on all sides. That even looks like a cave right there. Red Rock Canyons is where I am right now. It is so neat looking, and I'm just driving through it in the middle of the night. You don't even know. You don't even know that it's here. Look, it just keeps going. I was driving all night not knowing that this was right here. Look at how cool all of that is. Wow, it's just everywhere, 360 degrees. And then as soon as I get up out of the canyon, there we go. There's the stratosphere and downtown Las Vegas Strip. So that's it, I'm leaving Vegas. My flight was delayed 2 hours, so I hung out in Vegas, then I got an alert saying it was pushed up an hour. So now I'm rushing to the airport, but I did win $40. And there we go, that was fun. Thank you very much, Toro. Let's catch a bus to my next flight. Hey, so it's the next morning. I got in at 3 a.m. last night. It is 8 a.m. in the Colorado Rockies. Check this out right here. We are going on a side-by-side tour before our convention starts. Look at this view, the very top of one of the mountains. This is amazing. Why don't you come with me? Check this out. So we are in the Rockies. It's hot, like 85 degrees. And then over there, those are all snow-capped mountains. Sunny. Come on an ATV tour through the Colorado Rockies with me. So about an hour north of Denver, Colorado, is the Colorado Rockies. We're going to be taking a bus. Over there, we're going to rent four-wheelers and side-by-sides. We're here, so let's get going. I was actually really surprised because I thought we were going on an ATV tour. Instead, they just gave us four-wheelers, asked if we knew how to use them, and let us go rip. In minutes of riding, we found this lookout that overlooks the Colorado Rockies, and we can see the Whitecaps right there. Then the three of us continued riding. Whoa! The views were incredible. We were pretty much free to do whatever we wanted. We just had to be on the lookout for oncoming traffic for side-by-sides and other four-wheelers. It did get really dusty. I'd highly recommend wearing a mask if you ever try this.
Fuck! No, it don't.
It was actually a female elk.
There it is right there.
We can basically go anywhere we want. It's a national forest as long as we follow the trails.
Wow. Those Whitecaps are pretty cool coming down.
And every few minutes there was a new pull-off with an even better view than the last one. Being the follow guy was a little tough because that dust was absolutely brutal. Again, more amazing views. The ride back was definitely the best part because now we know the trails, now we know the quads, but I definitely have to apologize to the guys behind me because I left some serious dust trails behind me. Speaking of dust, yes, this is what I look like afterwards. Head to toe, just dust and dirt, but 10 out of 10, highly recommend it. This is a bucket list must-do. Views were tremendous at every single stop, and also shout out to my riding buddies.
End of four-wheeler trip. So that was fun, and I am filthy, and I've inhaled gallons of dust and dirt, and I wore my good shoes that are not going to be usable anymore. I'm just gonna get in the shower just like this. Now it's lunchtime. I'm gonna get in the shower like this. Here's one of the cool things about being part of an association. Like a lot of you guys are dealers that follow me. Your state has a dealers association. They have events and educational things, and they have contacts that you may need for insurance or whatever. Then if you're a part of your state or regional association, you're automatically part of the National Independent Auto Dealers Association. And they host a convention every year, and you meet just everybody like you. Everybody in the industry, whether it's buy here, pay here, subprime, prime, retail, wholesale, they're all here. And you just get to bond while you do stuff like this. I met two guys from Georgia. I met a guy and his wife from Kentucky, another one from Arkansas. And then I'll come back next year and I'll see him again. And then I have friends from Atlanta that are here that I've met here. I have friends from South and North Carolina that are here that I met here that I only see them annually when I come to these things. So you get to know them, you make contacts, you make friends, and you get their numbers, and then you reach out to each other throughout the year too. So not only do you just see them annually and experience stuff like this, you also have a contact in the industry, multiple contacts in the industry. So it's definitely something to think about. Really in any industry, almost every industry has some type of association. So think about joining.